Hello friends, I am Rohan and welcome back to our interview questionnaire series. So the topic of discussion in today's video would be pass by value and pass by reference. So as we all know, we have two ways of passing parameters in C. One is pass by value and the other one is pass by reference. So in this video, we are going to cover what are the basic differences in pass by value and pass by reference. How do they differ conceptually? How do they differ implementation wise? So please do watch this video till the end to get a complete knowledge of this. So let's start by understanding what pass by value and pass by reference actually mean. Pass by value and pass by reference are two different ways of passing arguments to a function. So let's see how do they differ. In case of pass by value, a copy of the data is passed to the function. This means whenever we call a function and pass some arguments to that function, what the compiler does that it creates a copy of the original arguments and passes those to the function. And any changes that we make to that argument or data in the function will have no effect in the calling function, which means that the original data will still remain the same. Pass by reference. The pass by reference, also known as pass by address, in this the address of the variable is passed as the parameter to the function. So instead of the original argument, the address is passed to the function. In the function, this address is used to access the actual argument, and any change that we make to the value in the function is also reflected in the original data. So let's see with the help of a small example how it works. So I have a cup with me and I have a function which fills the cup. So in case of pass by value, what the compiler does that it creates a copy of the cup and passes that to the function. However, in case of pass by reference, a reference of the cup is passed to the fill cup function. Now when the function executes, in case of pass by value, you can see that the argument passed to the fill cup function fills the cup. However, the original cup still remains empty. So you can see that any change made in the data in the function does not have any effect in the original data. However, in case of pass by reference, when my cup inside the function fills, the original cup also fills because both of them are the same reference. So this is the basic difference between pass by value and pass by reference. So let's see in details how pass by value works. So I have a small function with me in which I have two variables a and b. So let me declare those variables over here. So I have a variable a with the value 10 and I have a variable b with the value 20. Now when I call the function, my function, and pass the arguments a and b to it, so what actually happens is the compiler first creates a copy of a and a copy of b and passes those to the function. So this is my function which accepts those two arguments. So what happens is first the compiler creates a copy of a and then a copy of b, and these two arguments are passed to the function. Now inside the function you can see that we're trying to access these values a and b which are treated locally. So when I say a equal to 20, what happens is the value over here is changed to 20, and when I say b equal to 10, the value over here is changed to 10. Now when this function exits and I come back to my main function and I try to print a and b, so you can clearly see the values of a and b are still 10 and 20 because the function was actually working on the copy of the values. So now when I print this, so you can see that the output of a is 10 and b is 20. So this is all you need to know in pass by value. Okay, so let's move on to pass by reference. So what happens in pass by reference? So I have a function with me, main function, in which I have two variables a and b. So let me declare those variables over here. So this is the variable a and this is the variable b. So you can clearly see when I'm calling my function, I'm using the ampersand operator over here. So this ampersand operator is known as the reference operator. So what it does, that instead of passing the value, it passes the address of a and b to the function. So the address of A is 1000 and the address of B is 2000. So it passes 1000 and 2000 to the function. So in my function declaration, you'll see that I have two pointer variables, int pointer x and int pointer y. Because the addresses that I have passed are of the type int, so I have to take two integer pointers here. So the integer pointer is able to hold a address of an integer variable. So what will happen here is I'll have a pointer variable x which will hold the memory location 1000, and I'll have a pointer variable y which will hold the memory location 2000. So we have passed 1000 and 2000 to a function, and we have taken that in the pointer variable x and y. So next line, what do? We say star x equal to 20. So we need to understand what star x means. So when we say star of x, it means we are dereferencing the pointer x. So dereferencing is a complete opposite of referencing. So by dereferencing, what do we mean? We mean that we want to access the value which is stored at the memory location which this pointer currently holds. Which means when I say star x, so x is currently holding the memory location 1000. So I want to access the value that is currently there at the memory location 1000. So when I say star x, I'm trying to reach this point. Okay, and when I say star x equal to 20, which means I'm accessing this memory location and I'm assigning the value 20 over here. So you'll clearly see here that the value changes from 10 to 20. Similarly, when I say star y, so what does it mean? I want to access the memory location which this pointer y is currently holding. So this pointer y is currently holding the memory location 2000. So when we say star y, which means I want to access the memory location 2000 and I want to assign the value 10 to that. So when I assign the value 10 to that location, so you'll clearly see that this value changes to 10. Now, when I exit my function and I come back to main, when I come back to main, I print the value of a and b. So you can clearly see that the value of a and b have been changed over here because we had the addresses, and through the addresses we were able to access these values and change them in our function. So when I print this, so you'll see that my output is 20 and 10. So this is how you implement pass by reference in C. So you pass the address and you access the value through that address, by means of which you can change the actual value in the called function as well. So that's all you need to know in pass by reference. Thanks for watching our video and hope you liked it. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon for further notifications. To know more about us, please visit our website www.quickstep.in. Until our next video, stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye.